Hey guys, we are live. I hope that you can see me, that you can hear me, and that everything is working fine. Friday afternoon for me. Whew, this has been a good week. Been finishing some projects, working on some very cool designs. And I've been recording a couple of new episodes for the video series about Zeppelin. That is so awesome. I'm happy that I'm actually able to collaborate with Zeppelin and also with Sketch. And these two apps, they work so good together. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, guys, how are you today? Maybe let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching this, if you're still at work or if you're at home. Let me know about that. I'm still trying to figure out if everything is working on this live stream, and it would be awesome if you could just write down in the chat that everything is okay, that everything is in sync, and that you are able to join me here. Let me know about that. I'm still trying to figure out if everything is working on this live stream, and it would be awesome if you could just write down in the chat that everything is okay, that everything is in sync, and that you are able to join me here. Yeah. Let me know about that. Okay, fully scoped software. Just starting the workday in Utah. Oh man, I would love to come to Utah and just spend some time there, because I know that you have some gorgeous, beautiful landscapes and mountains. I saw some shots there on, I think, YouTube and Instagram, and it has been, it looked so awesome. I would love to just come and visit you guys. Okay, fully scoped software. Just starting the workday in Utah. I'm definitely looking forward to tell you some very cool news today. Spend some time there because maybe let's just switch into my desktop. Sorry, Sketch. They made a funding. They made a funding $20 million. Series A. That's super incredible. I don't really know what to say about that, because we, of course, we just know what the article is about. Maybe you have read about it already. I'm gonna send you the link in the chat so you can follow me there. They have some money now that they can spend on some very cool features, and I know that they have cool stuff coming at us. I think the competition with apps like, I think especially Figma, and maybe also InVision Studio or Adobe XD, but I think mostly Figma, forced Sketch to work on a couple of things that they maybe not had so much priority on. Maybe I'm also totally wrong, but it's incredible to see what their plans are now that they have such a strong funding available. I'm very curious about the outcome, basically. So they gave us a couple of numbers here and what they did so far, and now looking forward, we see what the plans are with the funding they have. So they are focusing on team collaboration, which is kind of cool. It's basically probably the feature or the package of feature that Figma are offering us, and maybe also some Zeppelin features. I don't know, because if I read down here that they are going to bring Sketch into the cloud, and I think that means they will make a browser app or something like that, probably. And then they have Sketch Teams, which is live documents, so probably collaborative documents, and annotation and comments. And this could be something like Zeppelin, because if we use Zeppelin, and you maybe have seen the first video of the series, I'm mostly using it for collaboration and design handoff, of course. Collaboration, like having Zeppelin open for video calls and screen sharing sessions, and working with notes there. But also for getting information about the documents, like the artboards, the assets, and so on, the colors, the fonts, whatever. So I think Sketch are trying to, or not are trying, but they are actually doing it probably now in this year. They are adding those features, and we will probably get a massive improved app over the next months. So I'm very curious how this will turn out. I'm super excited about it. I'm super happy that they made the decision to not let Figma take all the features, and or maybe take all the users from Sketch and to Figma, because I think Sketch has really so much potential, and I think with team collaboration and live documents and so on, we will see a much improved app. So this could be quite awesome. Guys, I noticed that I forgot to turn on my studio light. Let me turn on the lights for a second. Now you should see me better with the studio lights on. I think that was a good decision. Yeah. Let me know if that's better now, but I think it is. Yeah, I'm excited about those changes. I'm excited about the features that probably come at us. They added the dark mode, and they redesigned a lot of stuff lately, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm just super curious about what they bring us. I'm not sure actually if the screenshots that we see right here are from current versions, because to be honest, I've never ever tested and used Sketch Cloud. Have you tested Sketch Cloud yet? Maybe let me know in the comments in the live chat, because I see that there are comments on it already, and it has some basic collaboration functions. But I'm not sure if that's the current version, or if that's just the draft, the concept that they are working on. Yeah, maybe let me know about Sketch Cloud if you have used it yet. But anyway, what I would love to do in today's live stream is to jump into Sketch and to just do some fun designs. I have a bunch of friends who are working and like founding a church, and they want to have an app that is helping them to collaborate with all the teammates and all the people that are involved in it. They want something like file management, task management, role management, and also being able to listen to podcasts in the app that they will upload. And I would love to help them, and that's why I want to create a UI for them. So we will go into Sketch in a second, and we will test when we will just design something for them. We will, I mean, we will start with the design. I have like a really big list here with many things that we will cover, but I picked out 1 or 2 things that we will do today. I think that's a good decision to not do all at once, but maybe do 1 or 2 screens in today's session. So let's open up a new document like that we have right here. I also, yeah, let me show it to you. Let me close that up, and then let's create a new artboard like that, so that we don't stare at a blank white screen. I added a cool scene here on my stream software, which is making my face really big, but it could be cool to test that out, because I'm not so small in the corner of the screen, and we could still design in here and have enough space for that. So maybe let me know what you think about that. Maybe I'm just too big. Then we can also jump back into this screen right here. But why not trying out this new attempt? This one. Okay. So, as I said, we want to make an app for them, and of course at the beginning we need a splash screen. But I think I will skip the splash screen today. Let me add a little shape in here, so we know this is going to be the splash screen, and it will probably have some kind of logo in here. But that's not what we will do today. I think we will start with maybe with the login area, or with the like media area. Maybe we will start with the media area. So just getting into this, you know, I didn't make any concepts, any wireframes. If I would work with a big client, I would of course do that, but for today, for this live stream, I just want to have some fun in this little design session, and we will just try out some things, try out some designs. So don't expect to work on this like in a real world project. Okay, how about let's add some bars here, some navigation bars. Oops. Navigation bar number 1 is here, and we maybe also need a tab bar. I like to start with those basic components, because you usually need them in almost all of the designs. Like any app that is somehow related to productivity or daily usage probably needs these 2 elements right here, like a nav bar and a tab bar. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna change up this nav bar right here, because right now I don't need the back thing, and we can also get rid of right, or we could add a little icon right here. Maybe we will do that later on, but this is what we will start with. Oh no, let me go in here. We definitely need to add a certain icon in here. I'm gonna go and open up material design icons. And I'm gonna choose a icon that we will use for this navigation bar. It will probably in the end be something like the app icon or the logo of the church. But I think I will start with something very basic. Let's use this icon. In the end it will probably be something else, but the church, the name of the church is called something like Heart Factory, so a heart could look quite cool here. Maybe we can do some fun edit here. Let's drag two of them on top of each other, and maybe let's say this should subtract, or this could also union. Oh man, none. Working with those few options here is like working in Illustrator or Photoshop. You just don't know what they are actually doing. You are just clicking you're just clicking through them, and you're just trying to figure it out somehow. It always, I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool already. So it has, somehow, it looks like, of course, two hearts that are connected to each other. And we should actually move this a tiny bit to the left. Of course, those are two hearts that are connected to each other, but to me it also looks like a person that is happy, and it's like raising the arms, you know. Like maybe he or she is shouting, happy, excited about someone. And I gotta admit, that's like a brilliant idea. How did I come up with that? Sometimes you're sitting for hours or days and you don't have an idea like about a certain app icon or logo. But today it went pretty well. Okay, so we have a little logo in here, which is already looking kind of cool. But what we wanted to do is to have some sort of media center with covers of different media items. And I think for that we should add a like rounded rectangle for the beginning. Something like that. Let's give it some more roundness. Is that a word? Roundness? I don't know. And let's get the size right. This could be our first item, and it of course should contain an image. And I'm using InVision Craft for the images, which is basically Unsplash. Mountains. Let's add a mountain photo, which is just a like random photo for our first item. I want to add a different photo. Why is it not updating the photo? Unsplash. InVision. I'm just making fun. nature. Maybe we have to choose a different category. But actually, why is it not refreshing? Nature. Okay, so we will probably have to add some like shortcut in here to make a quick replacement. Let's click through it until we find a cool photo. This one looks quite cool. Maybe let's add some more width here. Like that. This could be our first item. And what you probably want to see as a user is some kind of title, maybe some kind of date once or when it was uploaded. Let me get the spacings right here. 2020 and like that. So this is our item 1. But I think we could use some more. Maybe use some... Oh no, we will start out with the first item and add some text to it. Like a title. Maybe do we have some like a good text? Type headline. Philosophy. No. Philosophy. Peace on earth, a wonderful wish, but no way. That's probably not a good title for a church media article. Religion and science. That looks like that sounds cool. That's ideal. Let's give it a bit more boldness. Maybe let's also change the font. Give it a cool font. Like that. White. And let's also increase the size of it. To be honest, guys, the last few weeks since Sketch updated their UI, I gotta say that part of my design workflow didn't really improve, but I gotta admit it went down a little bit, because I think you had like the name, the like height or width right here, like the subtitle or caption, and you and me, we were able to drag and slide through the width in this case, which was a cool feature. I don't know. Is that still possible? Oops. Somehow. I would love to be able to work on the width here. Maybe there's some kind of shortcut or something, I don't know. To just slide through it. I think I was way faster with this feature back then, that I'm now with just having to type it in manually, or for example clicking out of it and then using the arrows. Because if I'm in here I can't use them. That means I have to click in a different field that is active, but I'm actually changing things on a different input field. So I'm not sure about that. Of course it's like a much cleaner interface now, but it's a little bit frustrating to not have the slider anymore. Maybe we can is there a way to get this back? We need the settings, canvas, general. So right now I didn't really get a way to do this. Maybe there is a plugin. That would be awesome. It would be super awesome if that's not possible using sketch settings. To have a plugin that is bringing my captions back that I can slide left and right. So actually this is the inspector, but we don't have any settings here for the inspector. I can't right click it or change something there. So Sketch, if you hear me, it would be awesome if you could bring back those subtitles. They were awesome. I missed the sliding back and forth. But coming back to our design, we have a title right here, and it would be dope to have something like a date. So that's why I'm adding a date, and I'm using the German way to, or the European way to write it down. I know that it's different in the US. So in the US you start with the month and then the day. But I think, I'm not sure, maybe in Germany, Europe, or everywhere else, you are usually using the day, then the month, and then the year. Sometimes it's a bit weird, but because this in like the US way to do it, this means this is May the 3rd of 2019. But in Germany, for example, it means this is like March the 5th, which is totally different, but it could mean both, you know. So yeah, hi in the chat, guys. Let me know where you're from, where you are watching the live stream. Would love to know about that. Maybe we will add another like fill color, which is going to be a gradient, because our text is hardly readable. I'm gonna try out a few things here. We could add a black fill. We could also add a gradient fill, which is also working fine, but it makes it look somehow 3D-ish. Oh, it has been a long day. So somebody, I'm not sure, fully scoped software, if you're from the US or if you're from Germany, because you said you're from Utah. But I also like the German way or the European way, I don't know, to do it, to have the day, then the month, and then the year. Makes much more sense somehow. Okay, we have a title and subtitle, which is our date. But I don't really like this fill color right here. I think I'm gonna create a group, and I'm gonna do a second try with the font, the text layers being outside of our image. So we have like a big image right here, which looks cool. It looks also cool with the text inside our like header image, but we're using this way. There's like the readability is way better, and maybe we also have to change our radius a bit. Like that. I'm fine. I'm fine. This week was quite good actually. as I said, I've been able to finish some cool projects and work on cool stuff. Gonna open up a drink. I hope you had a good week too, guys. Let me know, how was your week? Did you finish some projects, or did you work on a couple of cool features or designs? Maybe let me know about that in the comments. Today, I've been trying out some different Red Bull drinks. This one is blueberry or something, and I gotta admit, they taste good. I know that they are probably not that healthy, but I think on a Friday it's okay to drink something like that and just look back on the week and look at the things that we created with something that's delicious. Okay, so we have our first item ready, and I think I like the style of it. I think the app could need some color. You see that I'm not working straightforward, like using a certain pattern, but I'm just trying out a few things, and I think that's quite important. If you're trying to find a design language or something, it's important to try out a few things like here and there. I think that's important. So I'm gonna work on the UI a bit. Not sure about the color actually. It looks too romantic. Not sure about it. Maybe I'm gonna leave the background white, because I like white. I think the black and white look is pretty cool. I'm not sure if I want to use it for the whole app. But I like it for this, for the moment. So gonna do a copy of this one and unlink it, and then gonna do something very crazy. I gotta admit that that looks cool as well. That looks pretty awesome. I also like to have it like around like this, and to have the first and latest item somehow connected to it. But I also like this style. But if I think about it and I would use this app on a daily basis, then I would probably don't like a colorful app. Maybe let's just keep the header, the navigation bar like that. That's actually cool. I like that. Okay. Maybe let's add another item to get a feeling how it looks when we have multiple ones. And I'm gonna add a new photo. I like Craft. It's a powerful app, powerful plugin. I'm just using some nature photos for this one, that's fine. Then we can go and choose a different headline. Always look on the bright side of life. Unlocking the Bible codes. I'm not sure where they got their information from. Some of those headlines are quite funny. And on being human, that sounds good. And let's edit the date. Do we want to have some shadow in here? Maybe. To make it stand out a bit. I think that looks really awesome. Maybe it's too... Yeah, that looks good. Trial and error. 40. Oops. This one was 40. I gotta say, that looks cool. I like that. We could of course add some kind of media icon right here, because the user is or should be able to click the whole item. And also let me try out something. If I give this a white fill and make it look like a card, will it look good? Like that. Then we have to change this up a bit. Oops, no, not the fill, the shadow. And then we have to change the... what was in here? 10. Then we have to change the... okay, I get it. Oof. Yeah, that's also something like trial and error. So this is 1, 2, and then... okay, that's the way they do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, like, okay. So if I do it in such a card way, it also looks cool. But it also looks super standard. Like, I don't know, not very new. This looks much better. Yeah, I'm not sure about it 100%, but we are on the right way. Okay. So we have a couple of items in here. And I like where we are heading. This looks also cool, I don't know. I love the glossy, sweet color. But I could imagine that it's not good for a power user. What are we gonna do here? I'm gonna jump to the next screen, which is opening one of those items, because I think if we decide to make this clickable, then I would love to see it being like a square, like that, and to have the text below it or within it. Maybe now we have it in here. And we change the text to white. Oh, that looks good. But the image in here looks horrible. Is there some way to get it out of here? Image. Fit image. Fill it. Oh, it looks horrible. But I have a cool idea. Let's give it a blur. No. Oops. Let's find a workaround for that. I'm gonna create a mask, and now we have the same item within it, like that. And now we can probably add a blur. Yeah, and the corner is still looking fine. So that's a good way to do it. Maybe we have to add a little... okay. I get it. Let's increase the size of this here. So we are also zooming in a bit. Once you click on the image or on the item, the text is moving in here and it's getting a blur, and it's also zooming in a bit. Probably. Wow, that looks good. And now I would love to display an icon that is saying play me. Hit play. Audio. This one right here. That's perfect. Let's edit. And let's change the size. And let's also make sure that we can actually see it. Oops. Sometimes that's a weird error. So sometimes you are doing something and then you click like back, and what it does is to do 2 steps back or something like that. That's weird. Not sure if that's a known bug. That's the way we're gonna make it look. Like that. And then we're gonna select our base layer. And we are gonna go and align it. Like that. That looks pretty cool. I think that's a good idea. Oops. Like that. That looks actually kind of cool. I would love to display some more information on this little item right here. Because here you only see the title and the date. I think it would be pretty cool to also have another like information in here, which is something like the duration minutes, the duration of the clip. Something like that. So the user is getting some more info about what he or she is about to play. So I think that's a good way to do it. Oops. I have a cool plugin installed actually that is called, what's the name of it? Magnet. Yeah, Magnet. It's a cool app to move your and manage your windows, but sometimes it's quite weird. So that's where we are starting. So that's what we're gonna do here. Oops. Where is the layer? Logo copy in here. Okay. So this is where we left. This is where we're gonna leave the design for the moment. I think that's a cool concept for the beginning. In the next live stream, we will continue working on this. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a nice time following me, checking out the new sketch announcement, and to also check out me designing this. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being part of it, and I'm sure that I will do another live stream maybe next week or the week after that. We will see. Stay tuned, stay notified. Make sure to hit the notification bell, which should be like right below this video next to the name, like my username. And then you will get a notification once I'm live, so you will get a notification and then we can see us in the next one. Thanks for being part of it, and bye!